Don't believe that distraction costs? You might just want to think again. When I was researching my book called Attention Pays, I found in the studies that we read, it said that it takes the brain, on average, 23 minutes to refocus when we change tasks. Now think about that. If you spend just 5 minutes a day just doing something mindless like returning texts, and let's say you do this maybe 5 times a day, that's 25 minutes. But in actual fact, if this research is true, you are potentially wasting 2.5 hours every day in lost productivity. There is a true cost to distraction. According to the University of California in one of their recent studies, they said that 50% of our distractions are self-induced. That's probably true. And I'm as guilty of that as the next person. But I was thinking about some strategies for this. When you think about the fact that we do get very easily distracted, here's a couple of ideas that might help you to stay super focused. One of the things to consider is to count how many interruptions you have in a day. That's right. Do a 2-day experiment. Maybe just make like a little check mark every time you are interrupted and distracted so you have a good sense of what's really going on. Another strategy that might be helpful to you is truly master the schedule that you have. I like to make appointments in my calendar with myself. Those appointments include breaks, lunch, vacations, travel time, and just getting away from either the airport that I'm in, being at my desk, but mastering your schedule and looking across and making sure you are putting breaks in there so you can refocus as well and stay highly productive. Other things you can do is use technology to your advantage. I love apps like the Freedom app, which is actually a web blocking software app. And so if I want to stay super focused, it blocks all the distractions out for me so I can get things done. Other things that might be helpful to you is the opposite of that is have a no device policy, a no device meeting, a no device day. Well, maybe you can't do a whole day. Maybe you can just do a few hours. It's amazing how much can be achieved when you're not constantly reaching for this little addictive tool that we all carry in our pocket. Another thing to consider if you really want to master the distractions and make sure that you are investing in the right things is maybe unplug. Maybe that means if you're trying to really be strategic or get something done, that you go away from your computer, that you get back to basics. Maybe it's pen and paper. Maybe you get rid of devices to create things, to think strategically about something, to analyze something. Another one of my most favorite strategies is having an accountability partner. Having an accountability partner where you declare to them what you want to achieve and they hold you accountable is so powerful if you want to stay focused on achieving your goals. So that's lots of different ways that you can truly make sure you rein in these distractions and pay attention to what really matters. But what would you add? Feel free to write your comments below. We'd love to hear how you are truly making sure that you are getting rid of the distractions and focusing your attention. Because when you pay attention, attention pays. Are we connected on social media? If we're not, let's fix it. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, maybe LinkedIn, or you can come across at neenjames.com and find out more information. Remember, attention pays.